how's everybody doing? This is very serious. You know, the government is playing these tricks, or whoever the people are playing these tricks. I've done everything I was supposed to do. I mean, I've got things I got to do, but, you know, these people, they've looked at DNA, they've looked at genetics, they looked at history of the Roll Protocol, they know who I am, but yet the government is playing fucking stupid. The government stole DNA, people stole DNA, they didn't have no legal right, people tried to steal sperm, people tried to steal the companies. They have no connections to nothing, whoever these people are, and yet I'm still waiting for things to arrive in the postal mail. People haven't sent things in the mail. The government's blocking me from my lawsuit monies. I'm trying to go home to my mother and father's mansions. The people that are holding on to the keys are blocking me. I don't even know who the people are that are holding on to the keys. My information has been documented since I was born. These government people are sitting there trying to make up excuses and games and manipulations all these years. It's bullshit. It's a scam what these people are trying to do. They have no connection to nothing. They've tried to murder me. They've tried to steal my identity. They've tried to steal my property and land and revenues and wealth. You know, I've contacted the White House. I've contacted governors and mayors. I've contacted the Treasury. I've contacted the Supreme Court, and I'm still waiting. I'm the owner of the estates of my mother and father forever. I don't know who any clowns are trying to make up lies. They have no connection to nothing. And I got kidnapped from my mother and father's mansions in Beverly Hills. And I've been kidnapped from other places. Where's my lawsuit monies, government? Treasury Department? Supreme Court? Everybody knows it's illegal to kidnap me. It's illegal for anybody to block me from my wealth. I'm the only child. Plus, I'm the last living relative and only child of my mother and father. So what's a person to do? Meaning, right, like, what do you expect me to do? I'm the real owner. And then somebody will probably make up some stupid fucking sarcastic exaggeration of something stupid saying, why don't you just sit there and be poor? Or, well, the government people are trying to steal my wealth and my freedom and my media career. These people are trying to steal, or they're trying to steal my history and accomplishments. It's total bullshit. I've requested the information. I've requested the property keys. There's been court cases. There's going to be more court cases. I haven't even received any of the monies from any of the court cases. This is total bullshit. I'm trying to get home to my mother and father's mansion. I'm trying to get home to Beverly Hills. I went to Beverly Hills schools, elementary, junior high, and high school. And these people in Indianapolis was trying to confuse me with somebody from Indiana. It's total bullshit. All these years. My mother even had court cases about government trying to play games, trying to call me a person from Indiana. There's documents of the court cases. These government people are trying to cover up the court cases. And the museums need to have records of all the court cases that people have caused, or whatever the court cases have been. Reference to people and their accusations and government or manipulations. Everything has to be on record. The museums need to have copies of certain court case information about the accusations of government or the accusations of thieves trying to steal my identity and wealth. They have that criminal museum somewhere, wherever it's at in America. All the criminals that are playing tricks and manipulations, they need to put their identities in those museums. Reference to the criminals that are trying to steal from me. And people that are blocking me from going home to my mother and father's mansions. It takes less than a day for me to get home to my mother and father's mansions. You know, it's a rental car, me driving a rental car to my mother and father's mansions, or me taking a flight to my mother and father's mansions, you know, to whatever city, to the airport. Haven't received any information. This has taken way too long. There's no legal right for the government to be doing this. There's no legal right for the government to be making up excuses or lies or fabrications or thinking they had any connection to my mother and father's estates. Those people don't have no connection at all. None whatsoever. Never signed, never gave, never sold, never, not ever going to, not never. But yet they're still playing this game, the Cinderella hostage horror story, in reference to the movie Cinderella, or the story in reference to Cinderella. They try to enslave Cinderella, and then somebody else tries to rip off Cinderella. But this is like a male story, because I'm a male gender. People are trying to steal billions of dollars of my wealth, and then they're trying to make me look like a slave with their games of fraudulent domestication. It even tells you on those treasury documents and financial documents that if the government tries to play domestication games, like that's when the government or somebody tries to steal a person's wealth, and then they try to enslave the person while the person is trying to act like they were teaching that person how to be a person of what a person's qualities of another person would be. Like, for instance, somebody trying to steal billions of dollars of my money, trying to make me look like a slave because they wanted to teach a person a lesson about their ways of domestication. There are documents, like, for instance, they'd say, oh, you're going to have to learn how to do this, or there's stipulations, or you're going to have to do that before you can go home to your mother and father's mansions, or you're going to have to do this or do that before you could get your money. Like some freak shit, some freak show government man trying to enslave a person, claiming they were trying to teach that person to be a German Christian Nazi man, when I'm not German or Christian. You know what I mean? These people would say they thought they'd enslave somebody and block them from their wealth, claiming they were teaching them a lesson about life or wealth. That's domestication fraud. People blocking me from my wealth, blocking me from my money and accomplishments, reference to revenues or honors and trophies and history information. Those government people need to get charged. It's never signed, never gave, never sold, never, and domestication fraud and stipulation fraud. The government trying to play tricks. I was living at home with my mother and father growing up. Then the dirty government tried to play tricks, and some other people was trying to get in to my family history, and my father and mother didn't want nothing to do with those people, and I don't want nothing to do with those people either. There's all kinds of restraining orders over history in reference to the past of what people tried to do and what people did. My father had court cases against government and certain people, and my mother had court cases against government and certain people, and my parents won every time. But yet I'm still sitting here waiting to go home to my mother and father's mansions where I got kidnapped from. And the government man trying to play this Cinderella slavery game or master and slave game of holding me hostage, trying to make me look like a slave while he's trying to live off of my money that he stole. These government people, or the people that are stealing property keys, or people that are stealing my lawsuit monies, those people have to get prosecuted. Hello, friendly countries around the world, and hello, New York and California and Chicago, and hello, Texas and other friendly country or friendly cities. Hello, hello, friendly countries and cities in America and other friendly people. Friendly acknowledgments, many things of importance, and hello, Hollywood, and hello, Hollywood Reporter. Everybody knows I'm just trying to get home to my mother and father's mansions, where I got kidnapped from. I'm the owner of all the mansions. I'm the owner of all the properties and companies forever. Roll Protocol's been there forever. Or if not, it's been there since I was born, in reference to other things. And Roll Protocol was in reference to my father and family history information acknowledgments and my mother acknowledgments. I'm the only child of my mother and father. Not misrepresenting any information, any misuse of information. People can get prosecuted. reference to their tricks or manipulations. I'm the only child of my mother and father, and I'm trying to go home. I'm the son of Howard Hughes Sr. the first and Doris Duke Sr. the first. Real protocols in the media forever. And my family had a very lengthy name in reference to basics of things. Many things of importance. Trying to get home. I haven't received any monies from anywhere. If anybody handed any monies to anybody, somebody stole it. Serious. I did not receive any of it.